Good clearance by Nelson, and now Lincoln try to break away through Nicolau, who plays it over the top. That's a good pass. Smith now has got Perry in the centre. Powers coming in support. Smith drives a shot and puts it wide at the near post. Pogba's done well to win it back, and then crunches into a tackle on Power and finds Harris, but he turns into trouble. Nicolau's had a busy start, but finds Power. It's helped across to O'Keefe in the centre circle, and he helps it on again to Nutter on the overlap. Rolls it into the hole. Nicolau picks it up. Great return ball to Nutter. Wright is backtracking him. Ball to the goal mouth across the face of goal and just wide of the far post. And that's again Lincoln just opening Wrexham up down the flanks. Has come off a defender for a corner, but Wrexham are having problems down the wings.
There's nobody in the centre of the midfield for Wrexham though, putting their foot on the ball and looking to do something creative with it. Joe Clark seems to be quite a good defensive player, but he's certainly not a passer, as you pointed out last week in the game at Cambridge. And with Tolly pushed right forward, it's a lack of creativity and a lack of possession in the midfield area, which is allowing Lincoln to dominate at the moment.
As what he was saying, that's maybe a very poor kick, and there was an attempt from deep in the Lincoln half by Platt to try and shoot, but it came to nothing. And now Pogba is breaking to the edge. He drives it in. Matthias Pogba scores. A goalkeeping error, in all honesty. He came in from the left-hand side and blasted the powerful shot. The first time he scored at home, believe it or not, since the first goal he ever scored for Wrexham back in February. But keeper showed them better at his near post, and Pogba will take it, won't he?
Yeah, he certainly will. It was a good cut in and a fine strike, but to say that goal came out of the blue and against the run of the play is probably an understatement. And experienced goalkeeper like Paul Farman will be very, very disappointed. Struck it well, Matthias Pogba with his left foot. It was low and it was hard, but Farman got down and got a hand to it, but it just wasn't a strong enough hand, and it went underneath him and into the back of the net. But I'm sure Pogba and Andy Morrell and the rest of the Wrexham players won't be complaining. I actually think Danny Wright is being fouled 9 times out of 10, and the referee's given 1 so far.
Well, and that was on the floor, wasn't it? When he was tripped. The way that he's reffing this, I can't see him ever giving an aerial free kick to him. So maybe Verdi's knocks it long for Pogba, and a defender slices it towards his own area. Good header away by Hines, who's back on the pitch after lengthy treatment. He's got it away again, but Harris done well to bring it down to his long range shot! Hit the bar and spins behind. Good effort by Harris. That he had a shot a couple of minutes ago that wasn't so threatening, but that we really nailed to his left foot.
Yeah, there was absolutely nothing on there for Jay Harris. He looked like he'd miscontrolled it. He was stretching, his body position was awful, but my goodness, he caught that absolutely spot on. Farman was beaten all ends up, and unfortunately for Wrexham and Jay Harris, it bounced off the top of the bar. Harris scored a superb goal at Lincoln, didn't he, from what I can remember, and he obviously likes his chances here.
It's a good place for a free kick. Tolly's going to take it. He's about 10 yards out from the goal line, left of the box. Lincoln holding a line on the edge of their 6-yard box. This is inviting. Tolly may just blast it in here and see what happens. He does slam it in, and it's headed away, driven back in the goal mouth. The defender misses it behind for a corner. Dangerous scramble, that. Yeah, ball by Platt is inaccurate, but it swings out wide, and the cross comes in easy for Mayebi to take, and a good early throw by him. Sends Morrell down the left, running into space. Wright offers himself down the line. Morrell sees him, plays a good ball in. Wright is now taken on Hines. He's come out from the middle. He enters the box, goes on the outside, hits the goal and drives it in the goal mouth. Parried by the keeper and drops to a defender. Good break that by Wrexham. Ashton has it now. Lincoln over that side of midfield. Clark feeds it into the edge of the area. Wright turns nicely, helps it on. Harris is having to put a shirt pulled. Ref says not. Harris bursts past one man, gets into the box. The crowd is shouting for another shirt pull. Obeng delivers a nice cross in, and Pogba tries to pivot and hit it, and it comes off a defender from 6 yards out and spins out for a corner.
Excellent play there by Jay Harris. He's like a slippery eel, and you just wished he'd gone over, because the referee would have had the decision to make about whether it was a penalty or not.
Tolly floats it in under the bar dangerously. Oh, and nobody got a touch onto it. Well, went across the face 6-yard box, and maybe should have done.
Mark Crichton was having his shirt ripped off his back then by one of the defenders as they went in for that. And the assistant on this side surely must have had a good view of that.
Big kick by him. Pogba again wins it in the air. Wright can't get to the loose ball though, but Obeng picks it up as it's cleared. Right hand side. He's got players to get past. He works it backwards. Clark inside. Harris, that's a lovely ball down the right hand side. Can Morrell keep it in? Yes. Drives it in and wins a corner. He's screaming for the penalty. He's furious, and the referee, has he given a penalty? Yes, he has.
Oh, that's a game-changing decision, that one. It was a long way away from the defender, and he possibly could have had time to move his hand away from the ball. And is that a sending off in that case, Mark?
Well, it's certainly, I don't know, because he's in the full-back position. But I don't think the linesman gave it, did he? I think the linesman's in a great position to spot it. Linesman, I don't think, did give it. Referee waited for ages and then gave a penalty, which Pogba has spotted up. Lincoln, though, are still surrounding the referee. And they're livid. The keeper's chased over to the linesman.
I've noticed nobody's come to take the ball off Pogba this time.
Morel did brilliantly to drive it in.
Was it the assistant who gave the penalty, wasn't it?
I thought he didn't. I thought I may be wrong.
He had the best view of it, without a doubt. And have Lincoln persuaded the referee to go and speak to the assistant now? Is he going to change his mind?
They have persuaded him to. Well, I mean, the ball's on the spot. They're all lined up for the penalty. That would be ludicrous if the ref can't change his mind, surely. He's going to speak to the linesman. And the two officials are both pointing.
And Andy Morel went over there to see what's going on as well. And if he changes his mind now, then I think this is really, really weak refereeing.
Well, he can't change his mind now, can he? I mean, it'd be absurd. Surely. He's told the linesman, he's coming across now. He's taking his time. He's not indicating, and I think he is pointing to the spot. Well, I'm not sure. Or is he?
Well, it's either a penalty or a corner.
He's walking over to the ball. Pogba and the keeper and Clark are all standing on it. And the referee is now talking to Hines. And it is a penalty, I think. Yeah, he's sending the keeper back onto his line.
Well, it had to be, really. The Lincoln defender was far enough away from that to have moved his hand away from the ball. So if it's hit his hand, then it's definitely a penalty. We're not in the greatest position here to see whether it did hit his hand, but if the referee says it's hit his hand, then it's got to be a penalty.
Farman's dancing around on the spot on his line. Pogba is waiting for the go-ahead. And here he goes, the whistle's blasted. Pogba stands stock still, steps up and slots it in. 2-0 to Wrexham.
How cool was that, Mark? He stepped up and just sent Farman the wrong way and stroked it into the bottom corner of the net.
It was a very nicely, coolly taken finish, and after all the drama beforehand, Pogba does really well, his second goal of the game. As Lincoln tried to overcommit, it's playing to Morel, who's caught from behind. Ref doesn't give the foul. Clark hands tripped, and the ref has to give that one. Wrexham take the free kick quickly, and Tolly's in here against last defender. On his right foot, drives it, it's blocked. Hit his hand though, it's played back to right. Who drives it, that's blocked. Morel, first time shot, he mishits it, and gets it back again as it's stuck between his feet. Tight angle, and he stabs it in the goal mouth. It's cleared, and Tolly scuffs the shot, and Pogba, 6 yards out, mishits it. But he could have turned it in for his hat-trick, and it sort of hit his knee. An incredible scramble, that. It's Platt, another player like Nicolau and Power, who in the first half looked very neat, but in the second half has gone very quiet, so bring it away. It's not long. Ashton heads it away. Pogba helps it down nicely. Right on the stretch as well to bring that down. He's rather isolated in the middle, but he's beaten one man. Cuts inside, beats another. Can he feed on Morel? Left channel, chance to shoot, digs out a shot, and Farman grabs hold of it. Good work between the three strikers, though. Yeah,
some superb work there by Danny Wright. Used his feet well to dig that ball out and set up Andy Morel. Morel's shot, nice height for Farman to save, but he hit it hard enough.